Hi. I've recently done two podcasts on country singer John Rich, because he wrote a song called Revelation that's very powerful and tells about the return of Jesus. And I saw him. I had no idea who John Rich was, and I had first saw him on Tucker Carlson, where he explained how God gave him the song, and so I did a podcast on that because it was real fascinating. Then after I did that, John Rich appeared with Jordan Peterson, and I did a podcast on that because John Rich just evangelized Jordan just amazingly. I was so impressed, and it's a worth a watch. But anyway, so I did those two John Rich podcasts, and then just last night, I happened to find John Rich again. And he was on a show. It's by a man named Jason Whitlock. I don't know a lot of these people. Maybe you guys do. He's a sports journalist and a podcaster. And so I guess he has an event once a year called Fearless Rollcall 2.0. And he called up John Rich and he said, hey, I need a partner. Will you partner with me? And John Rich said, yes, if I'm free, what do you need? I'll be there. And so he just wanted John Rich to join with him. And I guess he wants this event. He'll do it year after year, but he had according to what it said on YouTube, a lot of amazing speakers, a lot of Christian speakers. And he does do a YouTube channel, this Jason Whitlock, that talks about, political things, COVID and Black Lives Matter, which, he's against, and he's against all the racism that's going on. And so he's trying to show the world that black and white truly do get along. Anyway, so John Rich invited his friends to come and do some music at this event. And so, again, I was really impressed with John Rich. Jason Whitlock, the host, handed him the microphone, and John Rich said, in Christ there is no Jew, no Greek, no Gentile, no man nor woman, no slave, no slave or free, sorry, no man, no woman. We're all one in Christ Jesus. And that's quoted from Galatians 3:28. And he was saying, we don't identify by what we look like, by the color of the skin, but we identify by whom we belong to. And I thought that was beautiful. We belong to Christ. So we're going to identify with our brothers and sisters in Christ. And so, yes, it was like, let's present. Part of this event is to just get truth out there, to not back down with speaking the truth. And then I was so pleased because one of the people he invited was a man named John Cooper. And he is in a how do you say it, heavy metal band, Christian band, John Cooper. And I first discovered him during COVID. And during the time of the detransitioning of a lot of ex-Christian singers, like somebody from Hillsong said he's not a Christian anymore. Somebody from the band Caedmon's Call, Christian band, said he's not a Christian anymore. And so John Cooper responded to that just brilliantly, and then started a podcast. And so I used to listen to him all the time. He's very intelligent. I'm not a fan of his music because it's so heavy metal, but he was there. And then another man named, let me find his name here, Jeffrey Steele. So if you're a country music fan, you probably know him. I had never heard of him. And he co-wrote a song which is called Am I the Only One? And you might know that too. I'd never heard the song, but it was a song they wrote in 2021, and no radio show, nobody would take it. Nobody would play it. They said, no, this is too much about family and values and Christian, and we're not going to play that. So it went viral through social media. And he says it became, just through social media, it became one of the biggest songs ever released in the music industry without having the media, or the publishing companies behind it. And it's interesting because that's kind of like John Rich's song Revelation as well, without having any backing, had went to the top of the charts. I looked it up about the song, and it does say it went gold. And what I looked up, it did confirm it was one of the highest selling. And now I think there might be one other song, but that's quite amazing. And so I just wanted to tell you, and I'm going to put a link to watch this. I thought it was just interesting. That song, Am I the Only One? I guess the original has a lot of cuss words in it, but it was a really good song. And then John Rich plays his song Revelation, just with an acoustic with his guitar. And then John Cooper from the band Skillet, he sings a couple songs as well. So I just wanted to let you know about that. For some reason, God keeps bringing John Rich across my path, and I think he is a prophet for our generation, for our time. He's so well spoken. He's got the fire of God in him. So I say, God bless America. God bless the truth tellers that are out there today. And may we all be committed to being a truth teller and walking in truth. Whether that means we're going to be put in prison or killed, let us stand up for Jesus. Be a strong Christian soldier. Onward, Christian soldier. Thank you for listening. God bless.